Here are the horoscopes for the week of the 27th of September to the 3rd of October 2021. Most of the energy is in the sign of Libra this week, and we begin with the Mercury retrograde. So Mercury is going to retrograde from 25 degrees back to 10 degrees. So do take a look in your chart if you know where that's happening for you. You'd be looking for what house and if there's any natal planets or aspects that are significant. Because for the last week or so we've had the opportunity to observe any issues that were coming up in the awareness phase, and now we're in the recalibration phase. So the general flavour is that Mercury is the processing mind and the way that we communicate, and Libra is going to try and seek peace and balance. Or that communication or our minds will go towards areas of peace and balance, especially in relationships. So where Aries is the I am, Libra is the we are, but our prime relationship is with ourselves, and obviously our relationships with others mirror back to us aspects that are in ourselves. So have a think over the last 10 days or so, has anything already come up that are issues that are needing resolving? And then in the next couple of weeks to the 19th of October, it's best not to react, but to stop and respond, which requires a bit of distance and thought. Libra's very good at that, taking a step up and back to see both sides of an issue. And in the big picture, we're in a year where we're getting over the personal self, carrying the personality baggage with us. So this will be a really wonderful and clearing aspect if we can look at a situation, not personalise it, but be able to bring with a conscious mind the point of the message to our attention, so we can learn the lesson and leave the baggage behind. Throughout the week, Mercury makes some very powerful and interesting aspects to other planets as well, so this will be very lively in different ways through the week and through the coming weeks. But on Tuesday the main aspect is Mars trine Saturn. On Thursday we have the Sun trine Saturn. So Saturn in Aquarius, we've spoken about on a couple of occasions. It's like your backbone and your authenticity, to be responsible for your frequency, what you're transmitting. So to have Mars trine this aspect from Libra is an activation. But the whole picture here really with the Mercury story as well is have a look at what's happening around you. Have a look at what your natural reaction would be. With Mars we might act quite hastily, or any anger that comes up. Take a step up and back with Mercury retrograde to see, well, if I do nothing for a moment, can I actually get the bigger picture here? And this becomes a little bit of a superpower really that will be very useful going forwards, observing our energy and then being able to change it. Are you able to change friction to calm in a situation that's happening with you or even around you in your space? Can we take responsibility not just for our immediate reaction, but for what we're putting out? So imagine your energy going out into a space. If there's friction around you, can you sit there and project calm? Can you actually see the influence of your invisible energies? So that's an exercise that we can practice on Tuesday and going forwards, seeing the external influence of our internal state, responding to the frequencies that we're transmitting. By Wednesday we have Venus trine Neptune, so another trine aspect there, which is always harmonic. And this one's blissfully harmonic. It's a combination of the earthly and the spiritual feminine forces. So here I feel empty your vessel, be still and receive, and set your intentions for perfection. So a lovely, gentle and soothing midweek action there. Venus and Neptune. Just allow yourself to align, to receive those beautiful energies. Should feel healing and energizing at the same time. By Thursday we have the Sun trine Saturn. So on Tuesday it was Mars, but by Thursday it's the Sun. And this feels absolutely glorious, bringing with it a certainty of purpose, a passion to act, and a celebration of our abilities all together. So many have reported over the last couple of months they've felt that they're in a fog, they're lacking direction, they don't know, they're feeling a bit lost. Don't think we'll have direct action coming in yet, but there's a sense of certitude, like someone's turned the light on here. So on Thursday, focus on the broad perspective of where you feel most called to place your vital life force energy. As we know, 2020 we were stopped from wasting our energy in the routine, in the rat race. slowed down enough over the last year and a half to see where we want to put our energies, what matters to us, how we'd like to be living. And I feel that the sun comes along and really shines a bright light on some very bright ideas on Thursday. Like I say, though, that's a broad perspective. We just might get some sense of mental clarity or excitement. But obviously we're not going to act on that during a retrograde. So although we might not know the route forwards, feeling of passion and clarity will be a very important first step. By Friday we have Mercury trine Pluto, and both of these are retrograde. So this one is an opportunity to revisit any former power struggles. So we really are trying to let go of all density and alchemise our past story of the personality of the struggle of taking everything personally, taking ourselves too seriously. But with Mercury retrograde, trine Pluto retrograde, we may be able to look back and see there was never a lack, there was never imbalance, it was just our perspective. From early in life we're taught to play the victim, so you could have a look at that, or where you've been reluctant to stand up for yourself. And this feels very deep but quite easy healing that's going to come up on Friday and can result in a strong and loving core and a feeling of great lightness once those issues are resolved. So that's a step-by-step really. We've got Mercury working, we've got Pluto working, the Sun and Mars trining Saturn. A lot of daily energies all going on at once. So maybe take a rest by the weekend, imagine the best and bottle that feeling. Learn to expect wonders. So we're moving our mindset now, and as we get out of our own way we're freeing the airwaves to attract what we truly desire and deserve. So removing the blocks from not deserving, connecting with our desires, those two working in tandem with all the energies this week. Does look like a very significant start as we move through the autumn equinox and we do some final clearing towards our liberation and start to feel our true essence and see it in effect. So if you'd like to see where this is happening for you, I am available one-to-one, zoeastro@gmail.com. If you'd like to email me or arrange a call to discuss a custom package, I post on Facebook at AstroZo, Instagram at zoehind7, and these videos and more are on my YouTube channel, Zoe Astro. The Libra edition of Transcending the Negative Mind is available. It does cut off at the end because it took 4 hours to upload that on the second recording. So that was a very Mercury retrograde voyage there to get that one up and to you. But it's up now, so please do go and take a listen. As a quick aside, there might be adverts coming up on these videos which I haven't actively agreed to, and I'm certainly not monetised. But I think that's just what they do these days, so apologise if there's any irritating adverts that come into these videos now. So wishing you a wonderful week. With Mercury and Mars in the mix, it's not going to be boring. Watch your energy levels, watch your desire to react, stop, breathe and respond. Should be the final aspects now, just things coming up for clearing. But a really wonderful day there on Thursday that I feel will almost be a reward in some way. A sense of relief, sense of purpose, strength and gratitude. So those are the horoscopes for this week, and I'll see you next week.